everybody. Today I'm doing a little spring cleaning project. So I have two kitchen drawers that are total messes and I hate it. And since it's spring and in the spirit of spring cleaning and cleaning up and cleaning things out, I thought this would be a great day to tackle this small task. So one drawer is over here by my very noisy running refrigerator. And this drawer is like just a collect-all miscellaneous junk drawer. It's nothing I even use regularly. Rarely do I go in this drawer. So why is this spot of prime kitchen real estate full of junk that I'm not using on a regular basis? It doesn't make sense anymore. So I'm going to show you what's in that drawer and we'll clean that out hopefully. And then I'm going to show you another drawer which has knives and utensils in it. That's just a total mess. I don't know how I find anything in there, and I don't always use everything, so I'm not really sure what to do. So I'm going to clean it out, obviously, take a good hard look at, is it stuff that I really want to keep, or is it stuff that can be donated or even given to like family members or something. And then I'm going to try and organize them a little bit because I have these all kinds of little different baskets and bins and stuff like that from the dollar store mostly, and then I'll show you like a couple things I've had forever from the Container Store, and I got a little knife thing from Bed Bath & Beyond and a little utensil thing from Walmart. So I've got these different things that I'm gonna try and use in the drawers to help organize everything. So let me show you what's in the drawers and we'll get started. And we have a helper here too. He will not stay away whenever I try and make a video or have the camera on. He has to go to his dish and eat or drink and hang around me and investigate what I'm doing. So are you gonna help us with the drawers today? That'd be very nice. Oh yeah, big help. The first drawer is here. Like I said, it's right next to the refrigerator. So this is, this is what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just a bunch of random stuff. I have a trivet, a Keurig thing, candles, lots of plastic silverware just thrown in, a huge bag of refrigerator magnets. It's all refrigerator magnets, more utensils. But I can tell you, of all these plastic utensils, none of them are forks because we go through forks so fast in this house that sometimes when we're desperate, like I need to use a plastic one, and we don't have any plastic ones. We just use them all. Twine, because I can't even tell you the last thing I needed to wrap up with twine, but I've got twine in there. Bags from the bagel store in case we have a bagel emergency and need a plastic bag for bagels. I have some cute Paris coasters that my mom gave me, but I've just, been stashing them and not using them. What else is in here? Oh, chopsticks and what is fondue? These little fondue rods. Okay. Skewers. Yeah, fondue skewers. So, as you can see, this has no rhyme or reason. This does not make any sense. And this does not work. So, this is drawer number 1 that I need to work on. Drawer number 2 is over here. And, oh, look. You can tell already that it's in trouble because something is sticking out of it. So this drawer is like under some, the cabinets that we put our plates in and over by the stove. So this is like even more of a prime spot than over by the fridge. So this really needs to work for me, and it doesn't. I mean, look at this. I don't know. I feel like I'm a hoarder. Like I save every utensil ever because I always think I'm going to need it. But truth is I don't use them all that often. And here's a cake knife, because that's super important to have a cake knife, like right when I rarely make cake, right in the front of my drawer. A pastry cutter. I've got, this is a Le Creuset, I think, which is, yeah, it is a Le Creuset whisk, which is lovely. My mom gave me that, and I got the tag on. I haven't even used it yet. An egg mold, and then all these utensils and different knives and things. And you can see I tried to make some effort at organizing it at one point, like by putting this thing in here. And that didn't work. That failed miserably because I just have way too much stuff. And I also tried to be fancy and put a little liner in the drawer And you can tell that that didn't work either because it got all bunched up. So this is, whoa boy, careful. So this is drawer number 2 that we need to work on today. So I am going to get cracking. Oh, but before I do, I want to show you real quick just some of the different bins I have. So this stuff, well, not that, but these things were from the Container Store. I got these a while back. The Container Store stuff is just kind of expensive, so I didn't want to go back there and get any more bins or baskets. So those I already had. This thing is like part of a random set, I think from Target. And then these little, let's see, there's like little ones and big ones. I don't know if you can, yeah. So the little and big ones, there are several of each. These are all from the Dollar Tree, as are these sets of little white baskets. These are all from the Dollar Tree. And then this was a splurge and a half. This was 15 bucks just to try and organize knives. This was from Bed Bath & Beyond. Luckily, I used a 20% off coupon. If I can't make use of it, then I'm definitely returning it, but I'm gonna try it. And then I got another utensil holder. This is from Walmart. So that's everything that I have, as well as any components that are already in the drawers. Obviously not this one, but the knife drawer had that green organizer. So I'm gonna see what I can make use of and what's gonna work. First thing I'm going to do is go through everything from the first drawer and just kind of separate into things that I want to keep and things I don't want to keep. So I do want to keep some chopsticks and some of the skewers from the fondue sets that we have. So those things are good, but I don't need like a million chopsticks. Oh, and here's the Star Wars chopstick. Gotta keep the Star Wars chopsticks. Other chopsticks here. I think that whole bag was chopsticks at one point. So, okay, there's chopsticks. Little packets, you know, I've saved like packets of ketchup, packets of plant food feeder stuff. All that's gotta go. I don't need any of that stuff. Extra Starbucks straw, that can go. I'm gonna save the twine. That's in the keep pile. So is this Keurig. This is like the original Keurig insert. Now we have one that you can, no wait, no, this is the one that you can do refillable grounds. Yeah, okay, so definitely keep that because I don't remember what I spent on that, but I'm not getting rid of that thing. An extra spoon rest, that's a keep. Yeah, I want to keep a lot of the plastic silverware, but I think it needs to go to the basement. Bagel bags, that's gonna go. I'm gonna make a garbage pile. That's definitely gonna go. Candles are keepers, but not here. More sticks and stuff. The trivet's a keeper. I love this thing because it's like a little gingerbread house. I got this at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. I love this thing. So obviously a keep, but I don't use it all the time. So these are things from one of my Pusheen subscription boxes, and you can see how often I use them. They're still in the plastic. I don't know if I should keep them or not. I've never used them. They're adorable, but if I'm not using them, then why let them take up space? These I don't know. I gotta think about those. More silverware. Okay, all the plant food. All of it's gonna go. What's this little tag? Oh, these were from something. I don't know. I think that's from our cat dishes, weirdly enough. That's gotta go. That's all gotta go. Okay. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Now, I'm also going to think about keeping these coasters, but maybe putting them in the basement. And then all of these magnets. I do not need all of these magnets, but they've got some old ones, like from when I was little, and ones from traveling. So I hate to get rid of all of them, but I think I'm gonna get rid of some of them. Here are the magnets that I'm going to keep. Here are the magnets that I'm going to give away. And it's always an adventure cleaning stuff out because I found these 3 little Lego guys in the bags of magnets. So they aren't magnets. So why I was putting them on the fridge, I don't know. But that's fun. So I'll give these to my husband because they've been gone for a long time. Oh, wait a minute. Is Chewy a magnet? They are magnets. I can't believe it. Why did I not remember that they are actually magnets? Strange, but cool. Like, because you can't tell just looking at them that they're magnets. Nice. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to leave them up. This is going to be a little tougher because I feel like with utensils, you get around to using a lot of them eventually, just not often enough to make it worth it to keep them all around constantly. So I think this is something I don't use often. That's something I don't use often. I'm going to do like a less used and a more used pile. That's really handy. I feel like that's got to stay. Ice cream scoop. I don't know. Another whisk. Okay, these are not often. Rarely use those. Twisty tie can go in the garbage. Okay, knives are the big thing because I like having all my knives around. This thing does not get used a whole lot, so I'm gonna put that off to the side. That doesn't get used often, but I still really like it. The servers are nice, but I rarely use those. I need to start making more cake or pie or something, because then I can use those more often. Extra long tongs, they don't get used often because I have other tongs. The melon baller, yes, that gets used. That's my sister's. And the peeler should stay. And then this is my favorite knife ever, so I'm definitely keeping that out. Extra peeler. Yeah, I want that around. This knife, maybe I should just make a little pile for knives. Okay, so the knives I want to keep handy. Oh, Lord. Well, no, I don't use that thing. It's for like carving a turkey or something. And then this thing, don't use that. The fillet knife, no, I don't use it often, but it's part of the set. I also don't use this. I don't like this knife. I'm getting rid of this. That's just plain leaving. I'm going to put over. That's leaving the premises. I hate that thing. And this knife sharpener, I never ever use. I don't know. I don't really sharpen our knives. I never seem to need it. I don't know. That's a maybe. This thing I definitely have to keep around. This I want to keep around. Little knives. Sometimes I use that. Here's another peeler, a teeny tiny spatula. I do like the teeny tiny spatula. I also like, no, not that, this thing. So I'm keeping that around. Here's another can opener. And I love the microplane, keeping the microplane. Another knife. Oh, here's the matching piece to that big fancy carver knife. This knife I hate. I'm getting rid of that too. You'd think if I was like, oh gee, I hate something, I wouldn't keep it, but I keep it. Not anymore though. So here's another one of those things. I don't think I need two, frankly. Our pizza cutter, which is the oldest, like iggiest pizza cutter ever, but it still works, so I'm gonna keep it. Then this one I'm keeping, this one I'm not keeping. That's gonna go. This thing I'm also not keeping. I don't know the last time I have used any of those. And then here's little miscellaneous things. So, brown sugar, moist thingy that you like get that wet and then you put in with your brown sugar. And then I have, what is this, from like a protein bottle. A tea or cider strainer. A little scoop. An oven thermometer. It's a little icky. Another scoop. Oh, why am I hanging on to these scoops? I don't use these scoops. Get rid of them, Lauren. Get rid of them. Don't need them. These adorable little spoons. I just love them. They're so cute. I have never used them. Okay, they have to go. But I love them. No, I like how pretty they are. No, I'm not willing to get rid of the pink one. I don't care if I never use it. I refuse. I'm keeping the pink one. And also, no, don't keep the teeny tiny fork. And don't keep this spoon. What is this thing? What is that for? I feel like this is to clean something, like a griddle maybe. If I get rid of it, I'm going to regret it. Here's a bottle or wine opener. I don't know. I don't drink wine, so no clue. And then another thermometer. Okay, those things I think I'll keep. Okay, I'm all done, and this is the first drawer, and I'm gonna see how this goes. I don't love what's happening in this drawer still. It's much better, obviously, and it's much more practical because now I can see all of the rest of my utensils that either are not in the other drawer that I organized or like out in my utensil holder out on the counter. And before, these were hidden in the back of a drawer. I could not see these. So what was like the point of having them if obviously some of them are still in plastic? I've never used them. So it's time to take them out and keep them out and at least keep them somewhere visible so I can use them. The little servers, you know, we don't use all that often, but I still want to keep them. And I thought these, like the thermometer and the ice cream scoop and the one little sifter, were kind of practical to keep around. I'm donating the other little sifter. I don't know. Okay, then I don't know. See, I'm like totally stuck. I use it sometimes. I know it sounds weird, but to like mash stuff up that isn't actually pastry dough. Like I use it for other stuff. So that might end up going to the basement. The Keurig thing I want to have handy. The mallet I do like to have handy. I realize I don't use that a ton, but I do want to have that around. And then the extra tongs, I want to have those around, and the extra spoon rest. And then there are more utensils, the little whisks and silicone brush. And there's like what is this? Like a icing cake spreader type thing. So those extra utensils, I want to have like them here, at least in the kitchen. So that's what's going to stay in this drawer, at least for now. You know, I'm going to give it a couple of weeks and, you know, give it the summer to see. This is all stuff that's going to the basement. Now, my basement is a whole other issue and disaster and mess. So it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of a cop-out to be like, oh, I'm just going to put this stuff in the basement and call it done. But it's not. The basement is going to be, I think, a huge project for me that I'm going to do this summer. And it's going to be like a massive undertaking. So these things are going to the basement for now. They're not going to be organized in the basement yet, but they're going to this summer. So just FYI, I've kind of made it the easy way out on myself for these things. I'm just gonna shove them in the basement, but the basement will get organized. That could be a whole nother video. That could be a couple videos. My basement is so embarrassing, I can't even go there. But then this is the second drawer. I am very happy with this. I feel like this drawer, I can like breathe when I look in here now, rather than being overwhelmed. So this knife holder thing actually turned out to be okay. And I think I'm going to be happy about that. I mean, I'm not thrilled that it was 15 bucks, even though I had a coupon for it. I don't know, it's still kind of expensive for one little drawer organizer thing. So I like it though. Like the drawer still closes. The knives don't hit the top of the drawer or anything. And it's got enough slots that it can hold a lot of knives. And obviously these aren't my steak knives or anything. These are just the ones for chopping. And then the utensils that I kept in here are the peelers. The melon baller I'm keeping out because my sister uses that. And then the little graters, I thought those were practical and handy to have out, as well as the 2 can openers. I have to keep my pink one, but I don't want to get rid of the second one, probably because that's just my natural hoarder tendencies to keep 2. And then these are the items that I'm keeping in here. The little, this little ball for tea. This might end up going to the basement. The little spoon rests I have, also very, very cute. And like pot, like they go on the edge of your pot and hold the lid up, stuff like that. And that's where I put the pink spoon, and I kept the brown sugar thingy in there. So a lot of this stuff was already in here and is staying. Well, some of the stuff, I should say some of it. So these things didn't really travel far, but I feel like, you know, like the thermometer and the corkscrew and the pizza cutter, like that stuff is okay to have here. And then I put the corn skewers in the very back of the drawer. So I do have more room in the back of this drawer. And I thought about putting, this is our regular like fork and spoon and knife drawer. I thought about putting either the kitchen scissors that I have, which I have 3 of because that's just like I have to. And then the ice cream, or, well, I use them for cookies. I don't really use them for scooping ice cream. I use them for cookies. So my scoopers, I thought about putting in that extra space, but that's not practical because I use these enough and I use the scissors like all the time that it doesn't make sense to shove them in the back of a drawer where they're harder to get. So for now, I'm just gonna keep this drawer as it is. And then the other thing I have in here is the little tea bag squeezer, which I love. And we make use of that thing a lot. So I'll keep that handy as well. But this drawer was working for me. I organized this and like cleaned it out a while back. So this has been doing okay. I like it because this big metal thingy has plenty of room for our silverware. And yeah, that works, but this wasn't. So it was time for a change. Well, that's it for cleaning out those 2 drawers. And I know that how I did things and like what I kept in the drawers and how I arranged them, they probably don't make sense to everybody and you would have done things differently, but for me, that's what made sense right now. And I'm gonna leave them as they are for the summer and see if I need to make any changes down the road. So it's just, I know it's a really personal thing, organizing and what you like, how you stash things and what you keep on hand and what you don't, but this is what works for me. At least I hope it works for me for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I feel good about it though. And I want you to keep in mind that in terms of little organizing baskets and stuff, obviously I have a lot left over. So like I said, some of these I had on hand before and some of these I went out and bought just because I didn't know what I would need. So I can certainly return things if I want. I don't mind keeping a couple extra around because I'm always like rearranging something. So, you know, you always got drawers in your house that could use a little extra tweaking, and I can reuse these later. So I want to let you know like exactly what came from the dollar store again, in case you're interested. So this was from the Dollar Tree. So I got these sizes of drawer organizers from the Dollar Tree. And then I also got these baskets from the Dollar Tree. And these little white ones come in packs of 3 and packs of 2. So these are even better of a deal because for $1 you get 2 or 3. Whereas with these little bit sturdier ones, you just get 1 for $1. So that was more in my price range for some of these summer and springtime organization things I want to do, because I just don't want to break the bank buying the organizational baskets, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, I want to spend money on what I'm organizing, not how I'm organizing it. So This thing came from Walmart. This wasn't bad. This was, I think, about $6. I guess I could return it if I want to. Not a big deal. And then these things I've had for a really long time. These are from, no, this one's from another kit, but this thing was from the Container Store. So, and now mind you, I like it because it's clear and it's solid and it's probably like nicer than the stuff from the Dollar Tree, but this thing cost $9 and there's no way I'm going back to the Container Store to spend $9 or, you know, even like anywhere from $5 to $10 on more organizational things like for each one. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to do it a little more on a budget like I am, then definitely check out the Dollar Tree or even the Family Dollar. That might have good stuff too. So anyway, with all that said, thanks very much for watching and I'll talk to you later. Bye.